Hi, if you're running a vSphere environment and are running backups or doing snapshots for other purposes such as trying to roll back changes on your VMs, and you have a whole bunch of snapshots, you could do it one by one, but if you use PowerCLI, it'll be much more effective and quicker. In this video, I'll show you a one-liner on how to list all your snapshots and then also removing all those snapshots at once. Let's get started.
One of the reasons that this video came to be is that I run backups in my environment, and sometimes depending on issues that are happening on the network, or if the application for the backup crashes, a lot of snapshots get left behind. That might not be the case for you. The snapshots might be in your environment for other reasons, for, as I stated earlier in the intro, for rolling back changes to your servers, in this case your VMs. But for whatever the case may be, this is a way to go ahead and remove all those snapshots if the need arises. So first we're going to go ahead and launch PowerCLI, making sure that you have the latest version installed. Once you have that installed, you're going to go ahead and log on to your vCenter environment, like this. So the command is connect-vi-server, and then here you'll type in the name of your vCenter server. And as you can see on the right hand side, my vCenter server's name is vCenter. Now if you have multiple domains, you're going to want to use the FQDN, the fully qualified domain name. In my case, I'll just use the short name, and then it'll ask you for your logon credentials eventually. Any day now. There you go. All right, so I'm actually logged on with my account, so the credentials just got passed through. If you're running on a different machine and you're not logged on with an account that has permissions to vCenter, you will get prompted for your credentials. So from here, really all I want to do is first go ahead and list all my VMs, and by running the get VM command. And as you can see, it pretty much lists all the VMs that are on the in my environment, as you can see in the vSphere client. So what we're going to do here is just going to create some snapshots. So I'm going to go up arrow, and I'm going to pipe it, basically send all those VMs, the names that are in listed right above, and then I'm going to go ahead and create a new snapshot. So we're going to say new snapshot, and we're going to give it a description of just test. And at the same time, I don't want to give a snapshot. I don't want to create a snapshot for all my VMs. If you see here, I have some VMs called Win7, Win8, WinXP. So I'm going to go ahead and just do create a snapshot on those. So I'm just going to use a wildcard. So I'm going to say Win and then wildcard. So anything that starts with a Win, whatever, let's go ahead and create a snapshot for those. Okay, and so I should have given it a name of test and description test. So as you can see, a snapshot has been created on those VMs. Matter of fact, what I should have done was this -name and then test -description. But anyways, that accomplished the same thing. So we're going to go ahead and now just say get VM. And if you had a lot of machines in your environment and you're trying to figure out what snapshots are in play, you would just say get VM, and that retrieves all the VMs. And then you would just say get snapshot, and this would retrieve all the snapshots. And as you can see, the name of the snapshot, the description of the snapshot, and the apart state of that VM. One of the things that sometimes you might want to know is, okay, well, that doesn't tell me the VM that has the snapshot. So what you could do is just say select, and then you would say VM name, and then description. And then here you can see the VM, the name of the snapshot, and description of the snapshot. So here you have a full listing of everything that's in play. But what if you want to go ahead and delete the snapshot? Okay, well, as you can see, those are the snapshots that are in place. So now I would just say remove Oops, let's go ahead and go back that up. Snapshot. Oops. Remove snap. And I can't. Okay, there you go. And what this will do is it'll go ahead and remove all of them, but it will do one at a time. Let's go ahead and do that. And it's going to say, well, do you want to do this for the snapshot that's in play for this particular VM? You can say Y for yes, but it's going to prompt you for every single one of them. What you want to do is A, and that way it doesn't prompt you for every single one. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, as you can see on the right-hand side in my vSphere client, it's removing the snapshots one at a time, which if your SAN is not if it's not fast, that might be ideal. But if you have a fast all-flash array and you don't have too many snapshots in play, you could definitely remove all the snapshots simultaneously. So let's go ahead and up arrow, and we're going to create some new snapshots. And I'm going to say name, test, and let's see, is that right? Yes. Okay. So again, I'm creating snapshots, and then we're going to go ahead and up arrow, and yep, there we go. So this, now I said get VM, get snapshot, select name. So I'm listing again the snapshots. There you go. As you can see, there's snapshots again. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to up arrow and say remove snapshot. But here I'm going to say dash, and I'm tabbing and say run as sync. Basically, this is going to allow me to remove all the snapshots at once. Let's go ahead and run that command. And then from here, it says, do you want to remove the snapshot? Again, it's going to ask me one by one, which I don't want. So in this case, I'd say A, and it's going to just go ahead and remove everything at once. And there you go. Now, of course, the quicker way to do this would be, let's go ahead and do this one more time. I'm going to go ahead and create some snapshots. All right. And then I'm going to again up arrow. I'm just trying to list all the snapshots. There you go. Get VM, get snapshot, and select. Okay. So now I don't want to be asked whether I want to remove the snapshots, because the whole purpose of doing this is to go ahead and remove them, right? So, but in case, let's say you're starting out in Power CLI, it is a safety feature, I guess you could say. That way, it's going to give you a feedback of what it's doing, and then that gives you a moment to really look at what you're doing, just in case you accidentally ran a script or you're typing this accidentally. It has been known to happen. But in this case, I know that I want to go ahead and delete the snapshots. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to go ahead and remove the snapshots. But at the same time, now here, I'm going to say, let's see, confirm. I'm going to go ahead and say type confirm, colon, and then $ false. And I usually like it false. There you go. So in this case, I'll go ahead and remove the snapshot all at once, and I will not be asked whether or not I want to remove the snapshots. It'll just go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. And as you can see on the right hand side, all the snapshots have been removed. And just to prove it out, we're going to go ahead and up arrow. And here I'm listing again, get snapshots, get VM, get snapshot, select the VM, the name and description, and nothing should come back, which is basically what's matching on the right hand side. And that's all there is to removing snapshots. Now, one thing that you may want to be aware of is that there are other properties that you can list for the snapshots. Let's go ahead and just create a snapshot real quick again. Let's see, get snapshot, new snapshot, there you go. All right, so what we want to do here is, I'm going to say, go ahead and get snapshots, and say, get member. All right, and that basically retrieves all the, Let's see. Oops, my bad. What we want to do is get snapshot, not new snapshot. Okay, so there we go. So GM. This is the shortcut, by the way, for get member. So you can just type get dash member or just GM. And as you can see, these are all the different properties. When we were selecting the descriptions up here, right? So you have VM, name, description. So these are the properties that you can call out when selecting those. So you can see here name, and let's see, where's the other one? Description. And well, anyways, these are the properties that you could list potentially for each of the snapshots if you're trying to get more information or you're trying to run a report. So you know, one of the things that you could do is select and then everything, and now here it's going to give you a listing of everything for each snapshot. So you'd get the description that they created, the state of the machine, the name of the machine, whether it was QS, the size of the snapshot, and some additional information. But in this case, all I wanted to do was remove the snapshot. So I've accomplished my goal. So at this point, all I'm going to do is go ahead and remove the snapshot one more time. So let's see. Now, what happens sometimes is that you might run a lot of commands. So what you can do is say history. And here you get a listing of all the commands you've been recently running. So what I want to do is remove my snapshot. So we're looking for remove here. I'm just being lazy. I don't want to type everything out again. And my eyes aren't what they used to be either. So get snapshot, new snapshot, get snapshot, new snapshot. Where is it? Oh, here you go. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and select that. Enter on my keyboard to select. Right click to paste. And I should have done the confirm false, but there you go. And so there you go. All these snapshots have been removed. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day, guys.